Blockchain technology has taken the world by storm. The cryptocurrency craze has not just led Bitcoin's price to skyrocket, it has also led to a new trend. Collectors and investors are paying hundreds of thousands or even millions of dollars to own digital collectibles known as non-fungible tokens, or simply NFTs. So are NFTs the future, and are they really worth investing in? This video will help you make your decision. So what are NFTs? NFTs are pieces of digital art that live on the blockchain network, which can come in several forms. Some of the most popular types of this digital artwork include memes, video clips, pictures, music, and more. An important aspect of NFTs is that they're non-fungible, meaning the commodity has more than one unit, all of which are the same and interchangeable, with each of its parts being indistinguishable from the other. For example, the United States dollar is a highly fungible asset, with almost every American owning a $1 bill. Due to their fungibility, you can lend a few of these dollar bills to a friend, and when you're paid back, the value of the bills you receive will be indistinguishable from the bills you lent out. Non-fungible assets are essentially one of a kind. Think of the Mona Lisa, one of the most famous paintings in the world. The Mona Lisa is non-fungible. If something were to happen to the Mona Lisa, it could be replaced, but the painting put in its spot will never fill the void left behind by the unique original piece of art. Of course, you can't tokenize a physical piece of art, but the idea of NFTs is to create digital artwork that can be owned by a single person and be just as irreplaceable as the Mona Lisa. And how did NFTs come into being? The concept of NFTs started on the Ethereum blockchain, home to the Ethereum cryptocurrency. Unlike the Bitcoin blockchain, the Ethereum blockchain was developed as a network of smart contracts, a platform on which developers can create assets of value through a verified interconnected ledger of communication and ownership. Essentially, the ETH blockchain was developed to take digital assets to the next level, and it has done just that. NFTs came into existence when two digital artists, Matt Hall and John Watkinson, developed CryptoPunks, which became publicly available in 2017. These highly pixelated digital images are one of a kind, at least as one of a kind as digital images can be, and they fetch a pretty penny. In fact, CryptoPunk number 3100 sold in March 2021 for a whopping $7.58 million. That's not the only NFT on the blockchain network that's fetched millions of dollars either. There are tons of NFTs that have sold for some astonishing prices, and we'll now take a look at a few of them. The first tweet. Twitter co-founder Jack Dorsey recently held an auction to sell the first tweet ever published on the Twitter platform. According to CNBC, a collector paid a whopping $2.9 million to own that tweet. Dragon. A crypto collectible called CryptoCat number 896775 from CryptoKitties, also known as Dragon, has a price tag of more than $1.2 million. These are just two examples of people selling NFTs and becoming millionaires overnight. Surely there are some downsides to owning an NFT. Let's take a look at some pros and cons of owning NFTs. As with any other purchase of artwork, when you purchase an NFT, you're making an investment. After all, there's a massive secondary market for art, whether the work is physical or digital. As with any investment, there are pros and cons to consider before trading your hard-earned money for a digital masterpiece. NFT pros. Some of the benefits collectors focus on when buying non-fungible digitized artwork include 1. Value growth. As with any other investment, there's always the potential for growth in the value of your investment when you buy these tokens. For example, CryptoPunk number 3100 first sold for $2,127 on July 6, 2017. The collector who owned the artwork refused to sell until March 2021, although whoever it was received plenty of offers. Nonetheless, that collector is probably doing backflips, considering the more than $7.5 million return on investment they earned when they sold. 2. Ownership of something unique. These digital collectibles are non-fungible, which essentially means they're irreplaceable. There's a good feeling when you know you own a one-of-a-kind piece, whether it be a painting, a piece of furniture, or a digital image, audio clip, or other digital asset. Cons. NFTs are interesting, there's no doubt about it, but there are some serious drawbacks to sinking your money into them. Some of the most significant drawbacks include 1. Physical art can't be digitized. The reasons to own physical art and the reasons to own digital art are often different. You can't digitize physical art. There's an allure to seeing a one-of-a-kind painting with your own eyes that these tokens simply can't provide. 2. Uncertain value. Even for experts, NFTs are confusing assets. When you purchase one of these non-fungibles, you're not necessarily purchasing the copyright to the art. People are still able to find copies on the internet of the art for which you own the token, and there's nothing stopping them from copying and pasting these files on social media. essentially showing off and sharing what you may have paid millions of dollars for. Essentially, when you buy these assets, all you really own is a record saying you own the token behind the original asset. The real question here is, how much value is there in owning an asset you don't actually control? Depending on how collectors answer this question in the future, those who invested all that scratch into these tokens may be left holding a digital record that's not worth much. NFTs are fun. They offer you a way to own something on the blockchain that's not a cryptocurrency. But as an investment, they should be looked at as highly speculative, extremely risky assets. There's real value in the blockchain and what it can do for humanity in the future, but the ability to sell relatively shaky ownership of digital assets to consumers isn't where that long-term value lies. If you want to take part in the blockchain and see these tokens as your opportunity to do so, by all means go for it, but do so responsibly. Thanks for watching.